In 1820, the United States stood at a crossroads. With westward expansion came new land, new states, and a growing crisis. The question wasn't just how big America would become, but whether it could stay united. At the heart of it all, slavery and the Missouri Compromise tried to hold the country together. After the American Revolution, the young United States began to grow rapidly. New states were being added as settlers pushed westward. But one issue threatened to divide the nation. Should slavery expand into these new territories? By 1819, there were 22 states, 11 free and 11 slave. The balance of power in Congress was delicate. That year, Missouri applied for statehood as a slave state. This sparked fierce debate in Congress. If Missouri entered as a slave state, it would tip the balance in favor of the South. The North feared that would give slavery more power in government. The South feared Northern interference with their way of life. Enter Henry Clay, a Kentucky senator known as the Great Compromiser. He helped broker a deal, the Missouri Compromise, in 1820. The agreement had three key parts. Missouri would enter the Union as a slave state. Maine, previously part of Massachusetts, would enter as a free state, keeping the balance. Slavery would be banned north of latitude 36°30 in the Louisiana Territory, except in Missouri. It was a fragile peace, but for the moment it worked. The Union was preserved, crisis was averted. The Missouri Compromise was more than a political deal. It was a warning sign, a temporary bandage over a deep and growing wound. It highlighted the sectional divide between the North and South. It drew a literal line across the country separating slave and free territory. It also set a precedent that Congress could legislate the spread of slavery. That concept would face fierce challenges in the decades to come. For a while, Americans hoped compromise could solve the issue. By the 1850s, the Missouri Compromise was under fire. The Kansas-Nebraska Act of 1854 repealed it, allowing settlers to decide the fate of slavery themselves. This led to Bleeding Kansas, a violent prelude to the Civil War. Then came the Dred Scott decision in 1857, when the Supreme Court ruled the Missouri Compromise unconstitutional, claiming Congress had no power to ban slavery in the territories. With that, the last shred of compromise was gone. America was on a path to conflict. The Missouri Compromise didn't end the debate over slavery, it postponed it. But in doing so, it revealed just how fragile the Union had become. It was the first of many failed attempts to balance freedom and bondage, unity and division, and just 40 years later, the nation would be torn apart by civil war.